Hey everyone, this is Regina Farrell with Nightingale Travel Company, and I just wanted to put together a little video of some of my top tips for packing for a trip with a family or just packing for a trip in general, and I wanted to send that out to you. We are leaving, my family and I, tomorrow for Walt Disney World. It's myself, my husband, and my 2 kids, so I have a toddler and then a 4-year-old. So here are some of my favorite things. The first item that I want to share is these space saver bags, and I like to bring these with me. One, if I'm packing in a backpack, and then the other thing is if I know we're going to be buying a lot of souvenirs. This is my son's first trip, so we probably will be, and this will give us extra space in our bags. And this particular bag, it isn't too huge. It actually fits in a backpack when it's all suctioned out. And the cool thing is you can attach a vacuum to it, or you can use this little hand pump, and it attaches just right here to the bag. And then you can pull it. Oh, if I had stuff in here, it would just come right up, but you can just pull that up. And it suctions out all of the air, and it makes it so that you can bring a lot more things home with you, or just bring things with you. We packed on our first trip to Walt Disney World in just backpacks, and we put all of our clothes in these for the trip, and it was perfect, and we had plenty of space to bring clothes and shoes and everything, and we brought our 2-year-old with us on that trip, so it was great. The next thing that I want to share are these packing cubes. So recently I learned about the glorious packing cubes, and I started using them for my travel, especially with my family, but even for myself to help organize. But we have 4 of us in our family, and so I decided to do one color for my husband and my son and another color for my daughter and I to keep our stuff separated, so I know whose clothes are in what containers, and it just helps me to stay organized. But this one is pretty small. I mean, if you look at it compared to the size of my hand, and everything for my daughter for 5 days fits in this packing cube. And let me grab her backpack. It will fit in the bottom of her backpack here. And this is like a kid's backpack. I mean, it's a full-size backpack, but it's smaller. And you see it fits just in the bottom of her backpack. I can still fit her headphones in here. I can still fit, like here, look, you can see how much room she has. I can fit her snacks in here, her tablet, and she's going to have plenty of space. And this really isn't too heavy, so she can carry all of her own things, and we don't have to put it in to the main suitcase. I just wanted to share too, like how this makes packing just that much easier. So you can see I have the cube, so I know that what's right in this blue cube. So I know I said for my husband and son, but we have some of our park essentials in this blue cube. And so like we have our rain cover for our stroller, some ponchos, some other just essential type items. Oh, I have sheets for a pack and play for my son. And then in this other blue cube, I have all of our swim stuff. So like I just can keep everything organized and together, and it fits also nicely into our suitcase. Now I'm not completely done packing, but we just have one suitcase for our family of 4 and then our backpacks, and these packing cubes really help to keep everything organized. So now that we've talked a little bit about some of my tips for packing for Walt Disney World, I did want to talk a little bit about packing your park bag. So I'm going to show you guys my park bag for traveling when I travel just as an adult. And I also will use this same bag when traveling with my kids. I just will probably have a Ziploc bag or a larger bag underneath the stroller, specifically just for snacks for them. Me as an adult, I don't really need that. But my kids, they need snacks to make it through the day. And I'm sure if you are traveling with littles, they will also need snacks for the day. So pro tip, make sure you pack plenty of snacks. And so let's take a look inside my park bag. For starters, this is an Amazon bag that I got. It was like $17, I think, when I got it. I think normally it's $25, but it goes on sale a lot. Small, size of my hand for comparison. So not a large bag. And it has a couple of zippers, so different size zippers. In the front of my bag, I always keep a portable battery pack charger. This one I got off of Amazon. And the nice thing, the thing that I love the most about it is that there are two places to charge phones, one right there and then one that I'm already plugged into. And it lasts a long time. And it also makes it through TSA, so it's TSA acceptable, or TSA approved, I apologize. And pro tip, I always keep an extra one of my iPhone cords on this charger at all times. And the reason for that is just simply because I have been in the parks before and have forgotten to put a cord. I brought the battery and forgot the cord. So I always keep the cord on the battery pack. Another thing that I like to keep in my park bag at all times are ponchos. Those are upside down. Kids ponchos, adult ponchos. It rains in Walt Disney World. It's not something that's new for people. So always make sure that I have ponchos in my park bag. And then the last thing that I always have is an umbrella. For the trip that we are going on, I'm actually going to have 2 umbrellas in here, as well as that stroller cover that I talked about. That will go underneath the stroller in our compartment underneath the stroller. But to help with that rain, it's necessary. You need to have it. Even if it says it's not going to rain that day in Walt Disney World, it will probably rain. So always pack your rain gear in your park bag. And then another thing that my family and I always travel with are the popcorn buckets. We actually only have one popcorn bucket, and you can refill your popcorn bucket for $2.25 at the time that I'm making this video. And so once you invest in it, you can refill it and you can bring it with you every time that you come. So if you are someone who plans on traveling to Walt Disney World again or frequently and your family likes popcorn, it may be worth investing in a popcorn bucket. And this is kind of the basic kind of popcorn bucket. It was actually at a DVC member event that I got this one. But it's worth it for our family. We like popcorn. It's a cheap, quick snack for us. And we go to the parks pretty often. So it's something that we can get a snack when people are getting hangry. And pro tip, you can use that for some flavored popcorns like the maple popcorn in Canada and get that same cheap refill. So make sure that you utilize that. So that was just a small sampling of some of my favorite items to pack for trips, especially trips to Walt Disney World. While my family is packing to head out and go there, I'm going to be bringing a lot of content your way, from hotel room tours and restaurant tours. But please let me know in the comments if there's anything that I did not mention that you feel like is an absolute must-have, must-bring, easy, or an item to help with your packing for your trips. I'd love to hear from you, so please comment down below. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe. It would really do so much for me and for my business if you would do that. And like I said before, I'm the owner of Nightingale Travel Company, and I specialize in planning magical trips to Walt Disney World and Universal Studios. And I just absolutely love what I do, and I would love to help you plan your trip. My services are completely free, and I just literally love helping people get the most out of their trip. So please, again, like and subscribe and follow me for more. And you can follow me on all my social medias as well. I'd love to see you over there. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.